this to him. When I know him, I said, "Come, why are you like this? Why are you doing all this?"
It's all around you.
And so when she comes up to you to tell you her sexual needs, you should be humble enough to listen. And if there's something you can do about that, you do it. Is it reading books? Is it seeing a therapist? Be open to certain things, because at the end of the day, this person is your partner. That is the bottom line of everything.
My family advised him to marry the girl he has impregnated. We forced him, but he refused.
But when the girl starts telling that you call her too much, then there's something fishy.
You want to share it.
What will people see?
You're not alone. Break the silence culture. Adult Conversations. Weeknights from 8 on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
All right, good evening. You're welcome to Adult Conversations on Your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. You're welcome this evening to another awesome day. It's currently 8 minutes past 8 o'clock. Today is the 13th day in the month of January. I hope you're doing amazing wherever you are. I hope work was great at your end. How was work today? How was work? Everything you did today, I hope it was productive. Did you go out? Did you stay back? How are you doing altogether? So welcome to Adult Conversation. This is where we get to share real life issues and matters related to the heart. On Adult Conversations, you get to give advice by contributing to the subject matter without judging. And this happens every Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. My name is Fifolua Akiremi, and of course, we're doing this together one more time. There's always a story for the day, but in case you have any story for me, you want to share your stories with me. All the stories we bring here are stories that have been shared by different people across the world. We'll listen to Adult Conversation. So if you have any story for me you'd like to share with me, you can do well to send it to me on WhatsApp on 08155 917 917 or 8155 917 917. I would love to bring your story here for the Adult Conversation family members to hear, and most importantly, give you advice, give you counsel to the story that you brought to us at any given time. For the sake of those who are just joining us, the conversation, and we're here with another story to share with every single one of us. All right, what story do I have for us this evening? The story tonight is quite emotional. She's a young lady just like every single person out there, and she's asking for advice. The story says, "My name is Amaka. I am 24 years old. About 8 years ago, while coming back from lesson at night, I was attacked and raped by someone I trusted. At first, I didn't tell anyone because I was scared. Scared of being judged, scared of not being believed, scared of what people would say. The trauma has stayed with me every day. I have nightmares, I get anxious around people, and I often blame myself. I feel alone, not even though I know what happened was not my fault. I'm sharing my story now because I don't know what to do. I need advice on how to heal and find courage to speak up and get justice. Please advise me." That's the story of Amaka, and 8 years ago she was raped by somebody that she trusted. More like these uncles around your community, Uncle this, Uncle that, eventually saw her on the way back from lesson 8 years ago and raped her. She didn't tell anyone. She didn't do anything. She just took care of herself and moved on with life. But she said that the trauma has stayed with her every day. She has nightmares. She gets anxious around people. And she sometimes blames herself, even though she knows that what happened was not her fault. All Amaka is asking us this evening is advice. She wants to know how she can heal. What do you think Amaka can do to heal from this particular situation? And most importantly, find courage to speak up again. When, they say a problem shared is half solved. So yes, it's important that we come together as a family to give advice to Amaka this evening. The number to call is 07000 917 917. 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 09155 917 917 to give your advice and to share your thoughts with Amaka this evening. She's listening to the show right now, and she would love to know what you think she can do. Let's go to. I'll be right back shortly. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations. Conversation. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. Amaka is a rape survivor, and she's asking for words of encouragement this evening. And most importantly, she would like to know, how can I heal? How can I move on from this particular situation? How can I move on basically from this particular issue going on in my life? I have gone through this, carried this. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
All right. For context, good evening. You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Christian. I'm calling from Ogun State.
Christian from Ogun State. You're welcome, Christian.
Thank you. Now, based on the matter, let Amaka go and get a therapist.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
That will help a lot. And let her forget her past and move forward. Okay, that's what I say. Because if you hold on to your past, you can never move forward. So let her forget her past, encourage herself, and she'll get it. Probably change environment.
Okay.
Meet something that make her remember anything. Then let us just pick up her pieces and move forward.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank you so much, Christian. That was Christian giving advice to Amaka this evening. And Christian is saying you can go to see a therapist. I actually understand the weight of the weight of the hurt that must have fallen on you at the time. Amaka is a firstborn daughter, and she from her childhood had been, the one taking care of her siblings and all of that. And that is late. So she's been the one taking care of her siblings and being the strong person in the family. So when it happened, she really couldn't tell anyone. Hello, good evening. Okay. So when it happened, she really couldn't tell anyone. There was literally nobody to listen to her talk about it. So she just bottled it up as an adult that she was already at the time, even at the age of 16. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing today?
Fine, thank you.
You're welcome. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Purity, calling from Bega.
Purity from Bega. Thank you so much for calling, Purity. You're welcome. Purity, are you there? Oh, we lost the call from Purity right there. Please do also call us back. Amaka is listening to the show at the moment. She would love to hear from you. The number is 07000 917 917. Amaka is asking, how do I heal from this particular issue? When I heard this story, I could relate to it to an extent because I have a friend with a similar situation. She wasn't raped, she was abused and molested from a very young age. I have two friends actually who were abused and were abused from a young age by trusted people. And it breaks my heart to see that children are being raped and molested by people that they trust. So somebody you would hear your mother's brother, your uncle, your family member, your neighbor. It's really disheartening to see the level of atrocities that are committed on a daily basis. And it doesn't just happen to ladies, it happens to boys as well. Boys also go to molestation. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Okay, looks like we lost our call. So it's important that we know more than giving Amaka our advice. It's a way of raising awareness and sensitizing the society, because this happens on a daily basis. The number of people that I know that go through this from a childhood, it has happened since they were young. They really cannot even say anything about it anymore, because is it now that you want to go and arrest that person? And it's sad that nothing is being done, and this happens on a daily basis in our communities. Children are being molested every single day by those that they call family, by those that they call neighbors, by those that are trusted, that are meant to be trusted by these children. And it happens on a daily basis, and we don't speak about it enough. We don't speak about it. Only those who get the courage, like Amaka just did, only those who get the courage to speak up about it, I eventually get justice or hear about it. Even if they want to get justice, sometimes the cost of getting justice, sometimes the stigma that comes with it, the pain that comes with it, it doesn't let people speak up sometimes. And I wonder, why do people do this? Why would you see a young girl of 16 and choose in your heart that is who you want to rape? Why will you see a girl of 8 years old and decide that is who you want to molest? For the love of God, it is scary how unsafe our society is becoming on a daily basis to the female gender and to the male gender as well. Because boys also go to molestation by people that they trust. And it's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be at all. And I'm happy. I'm really grateful that you got the courage to share your story with us this evening. And I'm hoping that people will call in to, give their advice to you. And most importantly, share their thoughts with you on what you can do. Because nobody should have to go through this. You literally stop the system of their life. Amaka is a 24-year-old lady who says she was raped 8 years ago by somebody that she trusted, by somebody who is trusted, a trusted neighbor in the community. At first, she didn't tell anyone because she was scared of being judged, scared of the fact that she would not be believed by her family members. Her dad is late. Her mom is the only one taking care of them. Her mom doesn't do so much. So she's more like the breadwinner of the family from a young age. And she's saying that the trauma has stayed with her every day. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, Sin.
Good evening, today.
Good evening, Sin. Yeah, thank you. How work today?
We thank God. It's going well.
Yeah, thank God. It's okay. I want to greet all the family tonight. Good evening. The name of my sister is Amaka, right?
Amaka, yes.
Amaka, thank you for the correction. Amaka, you are listening to me very well. This story tonight really pain me a lot. That's what I'm telling you is that, when things happen to lady or some men or maybe some boys nowadays, I don't know the way teenagers, no matter anything that's happened to you, and the people are keeping quiet. That's why we are bad people in the community. That's why Nigeria reach where we reach today. Now, when people, they have already started to what happen. Uncle Mini, brother Mini, my brother, my husband, my wife, you, what concern you about that one? That's why we spoil ourselves in this country. Now, Amaka, let me tell you something. The power there in your hand, and I want you to use it. No matter how the man close to you, whether your uncle or everything, you need to deal with it. Nothing will happen. That's why we have law in Nigeria. Nigeria have law that back up everything. This one about maybe prayer, this and that. And I like the first caller. He said something which I like. The first caller, second caller. First of all, go to the hospital. And you said that thing happened 8 years ago. Go to hospital, treat yourself very well. And thank God, that's why we have human rights. The reason why people are falling into bad things in Nigeria is that you don't know your right, you don't know your power, and they don't tell you that people don't read anymore. When people go to school, you are discussing with elderly people. You say that, say, the law school, you go to school. I told you sometime when I did join, I'm narrating my story about the way they wanted to do fraud in my former organization in Abuja, 7-0. I'm narrating to the 70 years old, the way they wanted to rob, they wanted to do fraud. I don't allow them. You know what the silly elderly man is talking? I'm not sorry to say it. Tell me that today, oh God, now. When they are doing fraud, you said we to do fraud. What are you telling me? Well, some of the money daddy could have for me. Sorry that I use this language on radio program. Daddy, I will curse you. Me and that daddy, we are making joint every day. Now, elderly people, I don't want to mention the state where it comes from because they do that thing in that state alone. And they know me anytime I know joint. I know that the man said, if I one day that thing happen, now one GM that enter that thing just call me to the go to, you know, the environment within the go people are ready. I'm ready for this one on one. For telling me this. You know, that's it. That's what we are talking about. People don't know right. When you don't shut up, Dake, Edoju, Omawani, Babamini, Yorubani, Awusani, Igbo. You see the way we cause yourself, power day your hand. And if you do this thing, they will still do more to you, and then you will regret it. And the Almighty God will not forgive you. That's why our parents send us to school. If you don't go to school, God, thank God that you are listening to radio, you are moving with intelligent people. Tell them they know how to deal with this kind of people. That's why we need to raise our hand. We need to raise up now and they deal with the bad people in Nigeria. Almighty God cannot come from the heaven to come and do this thing. Power day your hand. Let me keep you one story before I do this thing. You maybe remember when I'm serving in Calabar, in Nogoja Inform, something happened that day. You know, immediately I collect my color letter, you know, I enter there, you know, that and they said teaching. Now, okay, so I don't say it on radio program. Maybe this is the first time you hear it. Or bless the remaining people they hear it. You know, that day I entered the class. Maybe I beat the shock. I just write human rights on the board. I call about 4 young ladies. Because SS2, SS1, together because they have this class. You know, immediately I call all of them. You know, the first girl, you know, I dress in copper. I dress my copper something. I moved to the closer one. I hug her. She, you know, be romancing her. She just be laughing. Kapatinde. I moved with the second one. You know, I couldn't even see the way I hold you. You know that, in fact, people that are going on that, they say that, you know, where I'm starving, I come in a Calabar, you know, I enjoy my life there. Sorry for all this, man, we enjoy. You know, I'm close to the second one. Even see the way I'm holding them. They are just laughing. And they are enjoying, they are laughing. I moved to the third one. It's because of we did this thing. I just remove my hand, put it inside the, you know, they wear everything. It's as if I wanted to open the bottle. Kapatinde. Immediately I mean, Juliana, now big girl now, she play Abuja, big girl in Abuja now. To see what I'm telling you. Very brilliant. He hear about 700 in Calabar, and when a lot of people come to Calabar, they call that come and translate to see the way they are intelligent, so how to do this thing. Immediately I want to do that to Anna. Anna post my face. That answer my this. You know you are right. See if I do all the things you are laughing. Say that Kopatunde, now Kopatunde can do anything to you. They said we are now wash my face. You are the bomb. That's why I start the topic. And they come and see all the principal, everybody inside the school. They say, and they say something that knows you're right. And the lot of bad things happen inside that school. It's really expecting balance gas in that school. So they said that all the way they got all the books in that school. Secondary school, they wanted to beat us. They beat one of my colleagues today. It's a political science. They finished for union like a Lagos here. And the two-day tango, they fight. They mention of it. In fact, we about come and see what happened there. So they send a sheep. Hear that thing. They send the minister for their commissioner for education. They send a lot of people and they deal with all these people. They sanction them. That's why things are working there. That's it. I lay a lot of legacy in Calabar. That's why I love Calabar a lot. In fact, if I get money today, God answer me today. That's the kind of place I wanted to settle down with. They are accommodating. They are ready to listen. People are ready to listen. Remember when we go to one village and then inform side, not to go the income, and on that side when we are talking about HIV. You know, people like raw.
Yeah.
I don't. It's because raw. I go live. I travel live. When we are teaching them about maybe the way people can protect of them, come and see the way they use stone, pancake, the way they pursue. Thank God I know how to run. In fact, they beat it. What kind of rubbish people talking you are talking? I say, you are letting you know what you don't know. In fact, most of the chiefs they say the reason why they like Yoruba Southwest is that before you land they will talk, but the people they first kept quiet, nothing concern me. And I thank God that we are 25% to that inform that at 2000. Not to do everything. Thank God at 15 we stay and then we make them progress. They give me land. I'm okay. All the students that they come, they are big boys. Come and see what they gave me during December. Big boys in Lagos now. There's plenty everywhere. What are we talking about, Amaka? Wake up. And there's no going, you know. That's it. That's why we have human rights. Call them one, let them be this for one of one. To know that what is doing. And then anytime you don't do this thing, not only is he doing this thing, he has been doing it to a lot of people inside the village. There's plenty, exactly. Not the village. In Lagos, there's plenty a lot. It's everywhere. There's plenty. This story tonight is irritating me. That's why I'm warning my wife every day. When my children is talking, they're telling something, you tell them to shut up. The way I will post I say it on radio program, this is what they say. I will fight her. Listen. That's it. And by the time they listen, I will not go behind. It's teaching something. This one about right too. I think my children in graduated about 5 years ago. They didn't give my children the paper everything. All the money I'm spending, everything, they are using that money to take up another thing. The day my daughter told me, come and see the way the teacher is begging me the principal. I said, I will sack you, I will deal with you. I bought my children, I pay for them, I pay everything. To use my money to you are giving another people before my wife said, go do everything and that. Till that time, things are changing. When you know your right, let people know that you know your right. That's why sometimes when we are talking in Nigeria, that's why I don't like the way most of intelligent people educated. Even that one telling in Nigeria today now, they are educated illiterate. Most of the people that say they don't go to school, they are number one illiterate. Silly illiterate. When they are talking, they are reason you say, I'm a person for their lost in school. And you are reason like this. That's it. Come see radio program too. When people are commenting, they are doing something to be listening to and they let away, and they let travel. And you are behaving like this. That's it. Come and see the way big men, powerful men, the way they have spun all the children. Now what these children, you don't call all of them. You will see them in the day. They will do this. You can't talk because even them talk about kilo can told you. Thank God, so be with their joy, not me. That's why me, I don't look for something. If I want something, I see something that is going on. I'm telling you, don't let them kill you. Something happened in my area one day. Come and see teenager. He's telling something on the road. Come and see the way boys are going to find the lady. And I'm telling the guy another time, what are you doing? And this I go, can I tell you something? I see met that girl playing with that girl, say, kill like when you saw. When I go to Moran, lot of my buy here, nothing consign me. That's it. But we need to talk. Amaka, to go back to your story, it's not end like this. Talk to woman, let them deal this guy one-on-one. And if you don't deal with this guy one-on-one, you have already spoiled a lot of teenagers in your environment. That's it. And I want to bless a lot of families today. Talk to your children, talk to your boy one-on-one. Nigeria, I will say it. Nigeria don't spoil. I'm not sorry to say it. Some people are spoiled Nigeria because of the connection. No, everybody cannot take a happen. You see that that's why they're doing that. When you call them, they just call police and quickly look at them like, if you talk more than this, they will deal with you. No, voila. Anybody that like be doing good. If you like doing bad, Almighty God will judge us on one. The people to have it in mind. No matter if you do to teenagers, whether teenagers, smart people, this and that, have it in mind that you have children. You can never escape it. No matter only one thing by mom, your pastor, Almighty God will do one-on-one. And look at this story tonight, you have to make moves. And if you don't do this, Almighty God will deal with you too. Because you are the part of the people that are bad people in Nigeria. This story tonight is irritating me. And they see what you do, but you are saying that this thing. That's why we are telling a lot of women. Now, Nigeria is a woman. So some lady will thank you with walking another thing. When Nigeria is talking, you do not see them moving around at 8 o'clock. You get under your presence. That goes from 20 cents to see your life. See the way it's told you that. And it's doing a lot of things. No, what how much God will do that man.
Thank you so much, Sunday. Thank you for sharing your thoughts this evening. If you understanding the fact that about 80% of young girls grow up before they are 20, somebody has abused them, even if not rape. Somebody has abused someone somewhere, and it's it's sad that this is happening, in our society. And the most painful part, like Tunde mentioned, is a perpetrator of this evil, and you keep quiet because the person is your family member. You keep quiet because the person is your brother, is your friend. You keep quiet and let them continue to do that to different other girls in the community, even to boys. I don't know why this has become a norm in society and why we're not doing anything about it. If somebody has done something this bad and you know of them, you hand them over to authorities. You don't keep them around because they're your brother. If they're your brother, they should not do something like that, because the person you're doing it to is human as well. It's human as well. Amaka was 16. There are 5-year-old children, 6-year-olds that go through this on a daily basis. And there are adults that do this to children. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. Thank you so much, Amaka, for sharing your story. I'm grateful for your courage, and I'm trusting that more people will call in today to share their thoughts with you on how you can properly find healing and direction at the end of the day. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Amaka. Thank you so much. I'll be right back shortly. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversation.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
The Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS, reminds all businesses in Lagos State that the 2026 annual tax filing window is now open. All business entities are required to pay all taxes due and file returns on all pay-as-you-earn, payee, and withholding taxes deducted from payments made during the 2025 tax year on or before 31st January 2026 using the LIRS e-tax platform.
Payee deductions from employee emolument and withholding tax deductions from payments for services, contracts, or other income are both forms of tax deducted at source and must be remitted and reported in accordance with the law.
To file, visit etax.lirs.net. Log in with your company taxpayer ID and password. Complete your payee returns, withholding tax returns, and other required information, then submit.
The LIRS e-tax platform is secure, easy to use, and available 24/7.
Employees and withholding tax credit note beneficiaries are also reminded to file their individual annual income tax returns.
Failure to file annual tax returns within the prescribed timeline violates the provisions of the Nigerian Tax Administration Act 2025 and attracts statutory penalties. For inquiries, call 0700 2255 5477 or visit www.lirs.gov.ng.
This message is from the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
The Women Radio membership, they connect you with other market women, the ones who get their own business, students, women where they stay house, even farmers and pensioners for the 36 states of Nigeria. As a Women Radio member, we go to promote your business for radio. You fit win better prizes, and you fit even come our event. Just go download the Women Radio app today, make you hear yourself for radio. You fit go register free on top WFM917.com, and make sure say you join the Facebook Women Radio membership group. The Women Radio membership gets support from MacArthur Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program, NAMIP.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates, or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placement, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now! Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673 or email us at sales@wfm917.
Waiting dey your mind where you want talk. Share na Nigeria matter, abi na the thing where they happen for your community. Talk am as you see am. Now the program for you on Top Women Radio 91.7 FM every Friday 11 a.m. Call us, make we yarn on top the thing where your eye don't see and your mouth want talk. Yes, so talk am as you see am 11 a.m. every Friday on Top Women Radio 91.7 FM. Talk am as you see am, make you comot am from your chest. Call us on top 07000 917 917. You fit also call 09155 917 917. Our toll free number na 0800 1235 917. And you fit follow us on top our social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, X, and even YouTube at WFM 917.
What are the consequences of corruption on the woman? Silence. Silence through diverse forms. Education, healthcare, laws and policies fostering unfavorable conditions to the woman at all levels. The woman agenda. Breaking that silence. Demanding accountability, transparency and good governance. The woman agenda is deliberate and calculative in amplifying the voice of women. The woman agenda, Fridays
3 p.m.
on Women Radio 91.7, a platform on the way forward.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Fellas, keep it. your name now for me. So bad for me, like your parent. You know, mama, she a judge. You know, I'll take you as my legend. You never I'll give to Belen. I say, glory be to God. For giving me this song. You've been saying I do more. But I thank you, Lord. I feel die for you. If you be my girl, yeah. And I feel praise for you. If you be my girl, yeah. I'll be the guy that'll make you smile. I won't be the type that'll make you cry. I'll be the person who'll call in every time. I'll be the guy that'll make you proud. If you be my queen, I'll be your king. Because of you, I go start to the gym. Anybody talk, I could be that like this. Because of mom, now you where I need, oh. Now you where I need, oh. Now you where I need, oh. Now you where I need. Now I die for you. If you be my girl, yeah. Be my girl. And I feel great for you. If you be my girl, yeah. Baby, me Joe. I put Joe. Baby, me Joe. Joe, Joe.
Good evening and welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And today we're giving advice to a lady called Amaka. Amaka is a 24-year-old lady who was raped about 8 years ago by someone she trusted, by a neighbor that she trusted around the community. She says that she didn't mention anything because she was scared. Amaka is the first child in her family, and from a young age she has taken up the responsibility of mother. Her father is late, so it's just her mom, and they don't really have that close relationship, so there was no one she could actually talk to about what has happened. She said that she was scared to tell anyone because she didn't want to be judged. She didn't want to, nobody might believe her. The fear of what people would say, and that trauma has stayed with her every single day, and that she doesn't know what to do. She's consistently anxious. She has nightmares. She blames herself and so many other things like that. And at this point, Amaka is in a place where she is asking, I need my peace of mind. And she's asking, how can I heal? She says that the major reason why she's sharing her story is because she doesn't know what to do. She's sharing her story as a way to say a problem shared is half solved. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. How are you today?
I'm doing well, Mommy Ma. Good evening. How are you today?
I'm fine. How work now?
We thank God, though. It's going well.
How your mental health?
It's fine. It's fine. Thank you.
Okay. Before we go further, this is a radio station. Yes. This place is not for Ifaji something. You understand?
Yes.
It be like say sometimes not only is a morning show now I go listen to. Let me tell you, to be honest with you, I'm listening to radio a lot. This is only the platform that somebody will call. You understand? Children, they are missing. We have children that listen to radio show. This place is not for, you understand? We adults will call something like a beg. If some part of them will just cut you off. We are learning. Wait till our children want to learn from us. Okay, now if I like this, I like that. Okay, now our children want to learn from us. Some platform doesn't allow this kind of a thing. There is a way that we amend things. If you want to talk some things, there is a way that we speak that the children will not understand that kind of a thing. We are learning every day by day. I don't attack anybody, but I'm just telling you, this is rule and regulation. This is radio station. This is not for church. We are learning what our children are going to learn from us. We are learning. I thank God this my sister that is speaking now, but the solution is here for you.
Yes.
That one is number one that I want to give to you. Barrister
Yes.
is here for you. Nothing too late, nothing too bad. That is why those people that are coming outside to speak for you that you cannot see by yourself. As you don't come outside now, how to meet with barrister? You people, you are out there to make the lady to be barrister there with you now there. So from there, you take it off from there. You understand?
Yes. Yes.
Don't think about this thing too much to harm yourself, my dear sister. This person now in question, if he's still alive, they can catch him. Okay? Don't worry yourself. As this thing now, don't bring it out now. How you want to go about it now, remain now. Barrister is here for you.
Yes.
Even the 20 years, 100 years, that will not even concern you. So that that person is still alive, yes, simple and everything. I don't want to talk too much. I'm very angry this evening. I'm telling you, if you people don't want to amend this thing, I will stop to calling this radio station. I'm telling you, because this place is not only the place that I'm listening to. We are listening many in this Lagos state. More than 10 good radio stations that I'm listening to. It's only this platform that you hear something that is not a right, that is cannot speak on radio. For what? I'm just telling you my own mind. That is my own mind. I don't speak anybody in my heart. But this place is for learning. It's not for some things. We have to gather something to add things. If now you want to speak like mommy and daddy now, as I talk now, you add the door, the 7 night they talk. Some people go call indirect to put that eye. You understand that thing now? No. You get us to go call that thing. When they this little children don't go understand what they talk. As I talk now, mommy and daddy, you know what they talk about. Everybody will have to, as I say here, me, myself, my man, everybody, they know me everywhere. That is things when you understand, when you go do the amendment because of these children. I beg, this is, as I say, I know I attack anybody, but I'm just speaking my own mind. My dear, don't worry yourself. If this person never die, that is a day for you. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, Mommy Ma. Good night. Thank you so much for calling Mommy Ma to share your thoughts and advice for Amaka this evening. Of course, we would have the conversation with Barrister Olumide. He's always here and ready for us to attend to issues like this. Amaka is a 24-year-old lady who was raped at the age of 16 when she was younger. And because of that, she is currently in a point of... she's not happy about it, and most importantly, she has this trauma from that time. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. All right, the number to call to give Amaka your advice is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917 to share your thoughts and your advice for Amaka this evening. Apologies to Mommy Ma for anything that might have been heard. I would ensure that I take actions towards it and ensure that this space is safe enough for children to listen to as well. All right, this is Adult Conversation, and we're currently giving advice to Amaka. Amaka is a 24-year-old lady, like I mentioned earlier, and she was raped by a neighbor when she was 16, about 8 years ago. She says the reason why she couldn't speak up at the time is because she was scared of being judged, scared of not being believed, scared of what people might say, and that trauma stayed with her every day. She currently has nightmares, she's anxious, around people, and she sometimes judge herself and blame herself because of that. All she's asking for from us this evening is what she can do, and most importantly, she has taken the courage to speak up because she believes that a problem shared is half solved. So Amaka is sharing the story with us tonight so we can all come together to give her advice on how she can properly heal from this particular situation, and words of encouragement, most importantly to sensitize the general public and to let parents know that it's important to be more careful, especially with your female children. Not even female children now, male children as well go through these things on a daily basis, and it's important that actions are taken, preventive measures are taken for parents all around the world, because when things like this happen to children, they do not the trauma stays with them forever. For many people, it stays with them forever, even till they get married. So it's important that we don't keep quiet when things like this happen. We speak up, we seek for justice when it is right and when it is due. And when you see anybody doing things like this around you, you speak up and let the public know. You speak up and let authorities be aware of what is going on. It happens to children, it happens to adults as well, and it's something that should be discussed. We should not keep quiet about it. So if anything like this is happening around you, please speak up. Amaka is one person that has decided to share a story tonight. We don't know so many people who are currently in this situation that have not spoken up, that are currently battling trauma and painful experiences because of issues like this. The people who perpetrate these evils are men around us that we know and we can see. So if you see men and women alike, and if you see anybody like this, you speak up. And I think it's also very important that we teach our children sex education from a young age. It is very, very important that children are aware of where and where not strangers can touch, that can be some form of abuse, that can be abuse to them and their family. Amaka shared a story. Who knows the millions of ladies and men who cannot even speak up for themselves, who do not have the right or the power to speak up. Thank God for organizations and NGOs who are consistently speaking up about these issues. So these are things that are needed in our society. We need to talk about it to help everybody stay aware, stay alert, and protect ourselves. Just like in Yoruba land, they will say, meaning that it is not, you don't just take care of your child, you take your child. It is the responsibility of the community to raise your child with you. It's the same way. It's our responsibility as a community to protect our young ones, male and female alike. So yes, thank you so much, Amaka, for sharing your story with us one more time. And just like Christian mentioned earlier, you should see a therapist, because if you're not careful, this can lead to some things that you don't like or you don't know. So please do well to see a therapist. I sincerely feel for you this evening, because I have people close to me who are victims of this situation, and it's sad that justice is not being served enough on a daily basis. And I'm sure that we're going to seek right authorities for you this evening concerning this story, and we're going to ensure that you get justice if this person is still alive and you can easily trace him over. So just like Kristen mentioned, you should see a therapist. It's important that you seek a therapist for your own good, for your sake, so you can feel better and move on with your life. And Kristen also suggested that you can change your environment. If you're still in that environment, it consistently raises triggers, you should see a therapist. That's the story of Amaka this evening, and we would love to hear your advice. We would love to hear your thoughts this evening, especially for parents and also for Amaka as well. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
ló lọ níbo ló rè olólùfẹ́ mi níbo ló gbà lọ. níbo ló lọ níbo ló rè olólùfẹ́ mi níbo ló gbà lọ. ẹni bá bá mi rí ẹni bá bá mi rí kó bá mi sọ fún ojú rẹ̀ wò mí o ọkọ rẹ̀ fà mí o kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. bébí o kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. àyànfẹ́ kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. bàbá ọlọ́lá kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. seven seven méje méje kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. mele gbàgbé ronú tèmi o kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. adéyẹmí di director kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. mayfair hotel bàbá ni kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. gbàgbé ronú tèmi rẹ̀ tẹ̀tẹ̀ kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. méje méje kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. àwọn adéyẹmí mo bá ròde kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. adéyẹmí bàbá Bùkọ́lá mi o kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. òyìnbó rán lọ́tí ló ṣe gbó kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. adéyẹmí kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. níbo ló lọ níbo ló rè olólùfẹ́ mi níbo ló gbà lọ. níbo ló lọ níbo ló rè olólùfẹ́ mi níbo ló gbà lọ. ẹni bá bá mi rí ẹni bá bá mi rí ó bá mi sọ fún ojú rẹ̀ wò mí o ọmọ rẹ̀ fà mí o kó wá fi mí lọ́kàn balẹ̀. àsìkò ní tó gbòòrùn kan.
WFM. Moving to inspire and to break the culture of silence. Here is 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7, the voice of women, the voice of women, the voice of women. 91.7 WFM. 91.7.
It's 9 o'clock, and here is the news at 9 on Women Radio 91.7. Women in Kogi State are set to benefit from the launch of the Nigeria for Women program Scale Up with the Hoinoi of Ibira Land, Alhaji Hamad Mohammed Tijani, calling for inclusiveness and sustainability. The Council for Chiefs hailed the program as a means to strengthen women economically and boost their contributions to families and communities. On December 29th, Abdurazak, the Kwara State Governor, called the State Police Command to fish out the men who attacked protesting women and the men who filmed the assault at the State Government House in Ilorin, Kwara State. Yet, 16 days after, both authorities have remained silent on the identification or prosecution. Officials of the Kano State Hospital Management Board have suspended no fewer than 3 personnel on Wednesday, 14th January 2025, linked to the death of Kano woman Aishatu Umar after she underwent surgery at a hospital, where scissors allegedly used during the operation were forgotten in her body. Today, Nigeria's naira exchange is at 1,469 naira to a dollar, 1,710 naira to a euro, and 1,973 naira to a pound. U.S. detectives in Florida continued their search for the shooter of a woman who was shot multiple times on Tuesday, January 13th, 2026, and is expected to survive, a police report says. In sports, the final draw for the Total Energies CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON Morocco 2026 will take place on Thursday, 15th January 2026 in Rabat, setting the groups for the final tournament that will be played from March 17th to 3rd of April 2026. Women Radio 91.7 urged the public and stakeholders to support the passage of the Special Seats Bill, calling on collective action to ensure increased women representation in the National Assembly and State Houses of Assembly. Today marks 11 years and 273 days since our Chibok girls were captured, and 7 years and 331 days since the abduction of Leah Shariba, the Dapchi girl. Women Radio 91.7 calls for the safe release of all our girls still in captivity. Women Radio 91.7 demands justice from the government for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. If you have been sexually abused, please contact a sexual assault referral center near you. My name is Tinifulua Akiremi. Good evening. Thanks for listening.
We are Nigeria's first female-centric radio station for women and families. WFM 91.7.
Wọ́n sọ fún ẹ o, ọ̀tá mi dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Wọ́n sọ fún ẹ o, ọ̀tá mi dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Lẹ́yìn lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn lẹ́yìn. Oṣó ilé o, abatẹnijẹ́ o, lẹ́yìn mi o. Ẹlẹ́rọ̀ búburú o, lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn. Abínú ẹni o, lẹ́yìn mi o. Abatẹnijẹ́ lẹ́yìn mi o. Abínú ẹni o, lẹ́yìn mi o. Ẹlẹ́rọ̀ búburú lẹ́yìn mi o. Oníwà búburú lẹ́yìn mi o. Mẹ́wúrẹ́ bá bọ́jú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́ ìpè pélepé. Màgùtàn bá bọ́jú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́ ìpè pélepé. Mẹ́wúrẹ́ bá bọ́jú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́ ìpè pélepé. Màgùtàn bá bọ́jú wẹ̀yìn, afẹ́ ìpè pélepé. Mo sọ fún ẹ o, ọ̀tá mi dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Mo sọ fún ẹ o, ọ̀tá mi dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi, dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Oṣó ilé o, dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi, dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Abatẹnijẹ́, dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi o. Ẹlẹ́rọ̀ búburú, dẹ̀yìn lẹ́yìn mi. Abínú ẹni lẹ́yìn mi, lẹ́yìn mi. Abatẹnijẹ́ lẹ́yìn mi o. Abatẹnijẹ́ o.
ayé tótó mójúbà ọmọ aráyé. ayé tótó mójúbà ọmọ aráyé. tó bá ń dán fún ẹ wọ́n máa pẹ́ ẹ lọ́kùnrin àtàtà ọmọ jayéjayé. tó bá ti lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ wọ́n máa pẹ́ ẹ lọ́kùnrin àtàtà ọmọ jayéjayé. kódà tó bá wọn ṣe tó dára wọ́n máa pè é lọ́kùnrin àtàtà ọmọ jayéjayé. tó bá ti nílé lórí wọ́n máa pè é lọ́kùnrin àtàtà ọmọ jayéjayé. bó bá ní mọ́tò tó dára wọ́n máa pè é lọ́kùnrin àtàtà ọmọ jayéjayé. tó bá ṣe kéré díẹ̀ o á ọmọ aráyé. tó bá ṣe kéré díẹ̀ o á ọmọ aráyé. wọ́n máa wúkọ́ wọ́n máa yín mú wọ́n máa mọ́jú wọ́n ṣe bọ́lá ti tán ọlá ò tán ọlá kò sẹ́yìn lọ. wọ́n ṣe bọ́lá tán ọlá ò tán ọlá kò sẹ́yìn lọ. wọ́n ṣe bọ́lá tán ọlá ò tán ọlá kò tán ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. ìjẹ̀rọ olúwa lẹ́bẹ̀ lómi ọ̀dọ́ fún. lélò lọ́kọ̀ Abíọ́lá. bàbá rẹ̀ mi lẹ́kún bàbá olúwa tó yìn lẹ́. bàbá Ọláwálé ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. bàbá rẹ̀ bàyọ̀ mí o ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. wọ́n ṣe bọ́lá tán ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. olúwa lẹ́bí jà mí òyìn rẹ̀ ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. ọ̀dọ̀ òfin bẹ́ẹ̀ lómi o ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. wọ́n ṣe bọ́lá tán ọlá òótọ́ ọlá kò sẹ́yìn. olúwalé mi rà tọ̀tà ọ̀dọ̀ fi bẹ́lẹ̀ mi ò ẹni rere bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan bá sọ pé kò sí irú tó ń ṣe kọ́ńtà sí ẹ ó yẹ ká sọ fún pé máa gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ lọ a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́. olúwalé bẹ́ẹ̀ni kan bá sọ pé kò sí irú tó ń ṣe kọ́ńtà sí ẹ ó yẹ ká sọ fún pé máa gbé kẹ̀kẹ́ ẹ lọ a ò bá ẹ ṣeré mọ́.
Welcome back. This is Adult Conversations on your Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. Today, we're giving advice to a lady called Amaka. And beyond just advice, words of encouragement for Amaka as well. And also, most importantly, to sensitize the general public on what is going on. Because if it can happen to one, it has happened to so many others that we're not aware of. The story says, my name is Amaka. I am 24 years old. About 8 years ago, while coming back from lesson at night, I was attacked and raped by someone I trusted. At first, I didn't tell anyone because I was scared of being judged, scared of not being believed, scared of what people would say. The trauma has stayed with me every day. I have nightmares, I get anxious around people, and I blame myself. I feel alone, even though I know what happened wasn't my fault. I am sharing my story now because I don't know what to do. I need advice on how to heal and find courage to speak up and get justice. That's the story of Amaka this evening, and she's asking for advice on what she can do to find healing and, most importantly, courage to show up again. And Amaka, I believe that the fact that you decided to share your story tonight is courage on its own. The fact that you decided to step out of your shell and finally have this conversation, that is courage. And I'm happy that you're taking the step one step at a time. A faith, little by little, you're taking the step towards finding your healing, and I'm trusting that everything will be fine. Just like I said before, Women Radio as an organization will do our best to ensure that justice is served. We have Barrister Lumide with us, and yes, we're definitely going to ensure that something is done about the situation. And also, just like Christian mentioned earlier, you should go to see a therapist. But you would like to talk to Amaka this evening. She's currently listening to the show, and she would love to hear our thoughts. She would love to hear from us. She would love to know what we think about the situation, and most importantly, to give her advice and words of encouragement. The number to call is 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 09155 917 917. We've gotten a call from Christian, from Purity, from Tunde and Moima. They've all given advice this evening to Amaka and all shared their thoughts on how things can be better. Christian mentioned that you should go to see a therapist, and you can also change your environment, which I also agree with. You can go ahead to change your environment if that place you are right now is triggering for you. And you can also, Tunde mentioned that you speak up, that when we see people or when we see things like this happening in our communities, we should speak up about it and make it known. And Tunde also mentioned that we should learn to educate our children. No matter the age of the child, it is not too late to give sex education to children. You should educate your children from a young age so they can be aware of what is going on in society and can take precautions as to when due. And that was from Tunde. Mommy Ma also called earlier to also mention the fact that you can get justice. It's not too late. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good
You're
evening.
welcome. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
This is Solomon from Ifo.
You're welcome.
Solomon
Good
from
evening. So
Ifo.
good to have you.
Yeah. Well, can you give my number to Amaka? Let me speak with him anytime, any day.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, Solomon. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. That was from Solomon. He says he would like to speak with Amaka one-on-one. Amaka, if you would like that, please send me a message to confirm that you would like that so I can do all to send your contact. Thank you so much. The number still remains 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. You can also call 09155 917 917 917 917 to share your thoughts and your advice for Amaka this evening. I'm also going to be in Solomon's DM just so we can have more conversations as to the conversation with Amaka as well. Thank you so much for calling, Solomon. I agree completely with what Christian has said, what Mommy Mantunde has also mentioned. It's important to educate children from a young age, and most importantly, speak up. When you see things like this happening around you, you speak up about it. We don't keep quiet. We don't cover up bad character in society. We speak up about it and make it known from the moment it happens. And I think the reason why Amaka could also, from what she said, the reason why she could not speak up at the time and tell her mom was because that environment was not there. It was more of go to work, go to farm, come back, and all of that. We don't have rapport. And this is also to encourage parents, let us come to a point where our children are comfortable speaking to us. That whatever happens to them, they are comfortable to come and tell us at home. A lot of parents are not aware of 90% of what is going on with their children. Or let me say 70% of what's going on with their children. They don't know. They are not aware. They don't know about it. And it's not because it's not happening. The children don't just have the courage to come and tell them. The bond has not been created. As much as we're going out to hustle and to find work, food for our children, it's important that we also create time to create this bond, that they are able to tell us anything. Every and anything they're able to come to tell us and share it with us. Because when things like this happen, if children don't have anyone to talk to, that's when it becomes trauma. That's when it becomes a wound they would not be able to heal after a long time. So this is also to encourage parents to always speak. Let's create a safe environment for your children. During Safe Space this evening, we're talking about different kinds of abuse. And one of the kind of abuse that Barrister mentioned was psychological abuse. A lot of parents have put their children in a difficult place, in a place where they are constantly scared, constantly afraid, constantly scared to talk to them, constantly afraid to speak up. The parents have created some form of fear in the hearts of children over time. And when things like this happen to them, things are not even up to this, they cannot speak up. They cannot come out boldly to talk to their parents about it because the parents have not created that environment for them. So it is important that so we don't have more and more victims of these issues in our society, it's important that we all come up together to fight against it. And I'm happy, I'm grateful to every single person who has called in so far to give their advice and to share their thoughts with Amaka. It means a lot and it does go a long way to solving the problem this evening. And most important, to show Amaka that she's not alone. And this, Amaka, you're not alone. You're not alone. You have survived, and you will definitely get over this. And you mentioned that the fear of judgment is one of the things that didn't let you share this. This is also to say that in society we have created a place where people who go through sexual abuse, verbal abuse, are consistently traumatized by people's speeches, by people's talks, by people's conversations. They are quick to judge, and that's when you hear people say, why did you go there at night? Hello, good evening.
Mommy, ma call back again. You see,
welcome back.
Yes, I'm back again. Like the children that cannot see for themselves. That is why this work we are doing, speaking on radio, saying it on radio, all those NGO come outside, is very good. You understand? Like for me now, as I'm on this radio now, my children, they are here with me, they are listening. You understand? There is some things where they not tell us, like those NGO, as they are coming outside, as they are hearing, those children, they will have their liver to speak out. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes.
That is why I'm saying that if you are going on radio, know the kind of word where you go talk on radio, so that these children, they cannot learn from it. You understand? Like this, my sister now, I don't want to tell anybody now. As you come dey hear now for radio say, this and this, so you can speak up. I dey lie. Like that is the if I can, I don't forget. If not, I will tune this evening. The time when you go there, I don't forget. I will tune, and then we listen. You understand? So let us try. Those our children that cannot feel open up to us. Like this radio station is very, very good for those children. At any time when you on your radio, let your children be with you at any time. But there is some program, not all. Like 90 from 12 o'clock now, my children cannot be longer hear the kind of things when I want to hear for that time. Because that time now for mama and papa old. Now we go start for that one. But this time of the day, I on my radio, my children they will listen to me. So if they don't get liver to tell me, if they pick number from there and call the people whether they do the program or one thing or the other, and you can keep us from there. Thank you.
Thank you, Monima. Thank you so much for calling back to share your thoughts one more time. Thank you so much. Thanks for sharing about Amaka this evening as you're asking for our advice and words of encouragement. The number is 07917 917 07917 917. I was saying before, Amaka mentioned that the reason why she couldn't speak up was the fear of being judged, the fear of being judged by society. We have gotten to a place in society where people who are victims of abuse are being ridiculed or stigmatized, and it's not supposed to be. Then when we people say, "You two, why did you wear short skirts? You two, why did you go out at night? You two, why did you?" It's not. I'm not. We're not encouraging indecent. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening. This is Abubakar from Wawa. Hello?
Good evening. You're welcome.
Hello? Yeah. Okay, yeah. You know, there are a lot of people that think about it. Some is due to culture, some is due to religious background, some is due to all this fear and anxiety, all these things. So, but it is better to speak up so that help can come anytime. But for keeping it that long, now, I don't think it is advisable now. So far, she has already moved on. So she should just forget about it, because I didn't think she speak up earlier, the issue would have been solved by now. But this thing now, it is disturbing her mind. So she should just forget about it and pray over it and forget about it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling. All right, thank you so much for calling to give your thoughts and advice to Amaka this evening. Just like you mentioned, because if it was said at the beginning, maybe justice might have been served, but I also believe that it's not too late to get those. That if you still know the person, you can still, at least the justice system will not just throw you out or cancel the case. There will at least something. But yes, if you still know him, you can still go ahead to speak about it. But like you said, it's been 8 years already. It's been 8 years. More than anything, I want you to come to your peace about your peace in your mind, your peace with yourself, because you you are a great woman and you're going to do amazing things. I don't want this to be the reason why you will do things for yourself. So as much as you can, if it's possible that you move on. And just like I said, see a therapist. But if you know this guy, if you still know him, he is, you can't get justice. Go ahead to reach out to the right authorities, and we'll also do the same from our end to ensure that you get justice as much as you can. But if not, if you don't want any, if at the point where you feel like you want to move on, then I think you should go see a therapist and let it go. Yoruba will say, it will be fine. It will be fine, basically. Thank you so much for calling to share your thoughts with Amaka.
even. It's 8 years. It's been 8 years. But we can say, oh, it's a long time. We can say that. But this trauma stays with people for a lifetime. So it doesn't matter how long it has been for. The trauma will still be there. The hurt, the pain will still be there. Knowing fully well that this is somebody you once trusted, the hurt and trauma will be there. It will be there. So it's something she can easily forget. Stuff like that never happened. But I want